If you're in Blender and you want to move your axis or origin point, first you'll find it as this little dot right here where my mouse is. If we try to move this by hitting the R button, it rotates around the axis or origin point. To actually move the origin point, click on the object in object mode, hit Ctrl and also the period button. And since we're in orthographic mode on the y-axis, we can hit G to move this origin point, and it won't move along the y-axis, it'll only move on the z and x-axis. We can put it where we want it to go. Let's go ahead and click there, hit Control and then period again to move out of this. Now we have our origin point where these two lines intersect, and when we hit R again, we rotate along the axis. If we want to see the top-down view to move where the axis goes, we can go to the Z button, and you can see the axis is in the middle. If we click the object again, hit Control period, we can hit G again, and we can move where our axis is this way. Let's say we want it up here in the left of the object. So we can click here, hit Control period again, and then when we go back to our front view, which is Y, you'll see that the origin or axis stayed on the Y axis, but we repositioned it along the Z axis from above. Again, if you wanted to pull this axis closer towards the camera, we can go back to Z, hit Control period. Since our mesh is still selected, we could bring this towards the camera, click, hit Control period again. And just for example, if we wanted to rotate on this top-down view, we hit R, and our origin point that rotates is along the little dot. But I'll hit Control Z because I don't want to move that. And I'll go back to the regular view, which is the Y-axis, but I'll hit the number 1 on my number pad to get back there. And I will once again put the origin back on the correct pivot point. So last time, Control period, hit G, and move this back to the pivot point. I'll look at the top-down view, which is the number 7 on the number pad, and I will once again hit G and move this to the center of the mesh. Hit number pad 1 again to see the Y view, and everything looks like it's on the center, so I'll hit Control period, and that's the period that's right under the L on your keyboard. And lastly, I'll hit R to rotate this, and you can see that we are once again rotating along the point where the two parts of this mesh intersect.